Hello everyone, welcome. Facebook's changed their settings for live videos, so I'm pretty sure I just pushed all the buttons and have found you. And welcome. I am so grateful for technology right now. I've been doing live streaming and I've been doing live consultations. I've been doing live consultations by phone and video for years now. And then this past year, I've started doing a lot of live streaming of some of my talks and some of my classes. And a lot of us are really relying on these technologies right now to stay connected. So thanks for being here. I'm glad we're connected. Hi, Mike. I'm in Laguna, Mike. Finally! And now we can't see each other. What's that about? But as you all chime in live or watching this recording, I just want to really start today's talk with the reason why I do everything that I do, and therefore the reason I'm doing these talks and have been doing talks and classes and everything I do with individuals is and has been for a very long time, my life 24/7. Has been about establishing conscious community, participating in other conscious communities, and doing my part to support and create conscious community. And I really have done this because of visions and passion and missions. As you hear the noise, I don't know if it's going to disturb you guys, but I hope it doesn't. I am sitting, I'm sorry to interrupt my own self, but I'm sitting at the Pacific Ocean with you right now, and right down there is the Pacific Coast Highway, and you're going to hear a little bit of it. But I hope you also feel the breeze and see the palm trees and feel the ocean with you right now too. So, as I was saying, I am here because of my vision, because of my passion, because of my mission to create conscious community, to co-create conscious community. And at a time like this, when so many of us are dealing with so many unknowns and a lot of challenges, and I am holding every single one of you, of course, all of my patient students, new people who are reaching out, doing individual online consultations now are such a great thing. They always have been, and now more than ever. In these community classes, I really want to honor those of us who have been coming together, whether through the Lotus Way, through my other communities, with vision and knowledge that times like this, on some level, have been inevitable. On some level, most of us have known that various versions of this scenario were inevitably going to play out at some time in our lifetime. And none of us could predict exactly when or exactly how they're going to look, and right now in the middle of it, none of us know that. One thing I do know and have known and will continue to know, and the reason why you are here right now, I am here right now, is because being connected, connecting, finding things that we align on, even if we disagree on a whole lot of things, finding core things that we align on, creating a life where those connections and our alignments can work synergistically together to create some flow in our individual and our collective experiences right now is what it is all about. If we connect, if we find that alignment, if we begin to cultivate the communication and the practices that are essential for our well-being, for our loved ones' well-being, in a sustainable way, then we will grow. We will grow through this. We will be able to take these circumstances, unimaginable circumstances sometimes, and grow from them. And so it's going to be interesting for all of us when we decide to get together what we're going to focus our conversations on. For me, certainly today, as I sat down and went, okay, what should I talk with you all about? There are a million things, and I hope you're going to our blog and our webpage, and I can connect you with, sincerely I mean this, if you need individual support, the best doctors and therapists and farmers and friends. We all need these kind of connections right now, and the Lotus Way is 100% about, it's in our motto, connect, align, flow, and grow. Connect is number one. So let's connect. I am here to connect with you. And you're here connecting with me. And then what do we do with those connections? How do we use our words and our time together? And this is powerful. How are we connecting? We have a lot to talk about. I could sit here and yammer on about a million things that are important, by the way. I don't mean to diminish any topic. And so many people are doing this out there. So what am I doing right here that will really serve me and serve anyone who chimes in right now? Sam, you're here. I love you so much. I love that you and Tess are planning a garden right now. I'm following you guys on Facebook. It's amazing. Mike is online right now. Mike creates Enerjoy. It's an amazing drink. Mike, put your link up there for everybody to see so we can all look at it. It's an amazing elixir. His whole life is about focusing on health. So is Sam's. Lena, who's sitting behind the camera right now. I could sit here for an hour and talk to you about her individual story. I've been working with her for 10 years, and her son, and to some extent even her amazing, beautiful, strong-headed, stubborn husband. And here in Laguna Beach, and the progress I've watched this family make, I'm sitting here looking out at organic herbs in her yard and a garden we're going to bring back to life for the spring. We are connecting. And even though the three people I just called out don't know each other, they are connected right now because of this. That's amazing. Magical, amazing people doing the coolest stuff. That's what the Lotus Way is about. That is what I am about. That is what I'm looking for when I get online or when I pick up a phone. Thank you, Mike. There's Enerjoy, everybody. Put up his link. That is what all of us are looking for right now. In a new way of having to connect too. We're having, right? And honestly, the fun part for me is, I have to tell you, I've been preparing for this for a couple decades, so my lifestyle's not changing a ton at the moment. And that feels weird in some ways, even though I'm quarantined right now and trapped. This is a really horrible trap that you can see, but my life is changing too. I'm away from loved ones and my dog, and money's going to change and all that. And at the same time, I've been slowing down my pace. I've been disconnecting from a lot of the things, material trappings. I lived in an ashram for 4 years full-time. Before that, 2 years part-time. And I'm still connected with that community. I went from having 4 houses and making a lot of money to living in one room and sharing a bathroom in a community house. I've lived a lot of different ways, but I've simplified my life. I've slowed the pace down of my life. This whole social distancing thing, I'm the most touchy, snuggly person you'd ever meet. But I also spend hours of most of my days alone and in meditation and in practices of cultivation. And so connecting to nature, things that we're all going to be doing more of, and kind of we're being forced to do that. But it can be beautiful, depending on how we choose to connect. When we turn on a television, we are connecting. When we choose what shows we're watching, we are connecting. And there is definitely relevance to connecting to some silly, mindless stuff. Release the brain, have some fun. right? There's purpose to some extent to connecting to the news channels and to the mass media. I do almost none of that myself, and I won't go into those details, but many of you are the same, so I'm preaching to the choir a lot of times on this live stream. But I really want us, and I want this Sunday service to be about us connecting. However many of you chime in now, today's the first Sunday service, so we've had between 100 and 200 or so people joining on Wednesdays. Sundays is new, so this is going to be a new time for us to connect. If you want to check out the Lotus Way, see what our mission is, our website's pretty robust now. Our Facebook page has a lot of information from myself and my team as to the things that are our missions and our priorities. So if you end up finding this as a recording, just know I'm gonna sit here and we're gonna get good at this Sunday thing. But this Sunday thing is church. Okay? I mean, it's gonna happen in the evenings. So if you have other churches you go to in the mornings, excellent. Then if you want to wind down your Sundays here with us, this is going to become our church, the Lotus Way, connecting, aligning with each other. I'm here holding down the fort for us, but I want you all to get to know each other, whoever chimes in, whoever is sitting with me live. Everybody meet Lena. You want to say hi, Lena? This is Lena.
Hi.
This is Lena. She's in your tribe.
I'm part of the tribe.
And I want us to really feel community. It's so important. And if you want to share deeper in our missions, we've got some big ones. We're a healthcare ministry. We have really simple individual services that our members provide and support each other with. We have an educational platform. We're getting ready to launch an 800-hour yoga health and educator therapist program. It's very robust. It is a standalone professional certification that you can do. You can add it if you're a yoga teacher or a healthcare practitioner of any kind, a teacher. It is going to be sort of my life's work and all of my studies and all of the practices I've done over the last 20 years. And of course, I've grown and grown over those 20 years and added teachers and have now countless patients and students and really honestly at this point countless mentors, but some major teachers and mentors and a doctoral degree in Chinese medicine to contribute to the school and what I'm going to teach everybody. And that program is also our training for our ministers for the Lotus Way as we build and find land and cooperative communities that we work with, nonprofits that we can serve right now. And yesterday I was on the phone talking with people who are building ventilator systems for hospitals in this emergency time, and looking at how I can support them, how we can support them, talking to friends who are building beautiful, cooperative, sustainable, regenerative communities, farmers, and I want this to be our time to connect. I want you all to be able to meet each other. I want you to be able to feel each other wherever you live, because there is relevance to our connection. There is relevance to this. I've been guided my whole life for this time. So I want all of you to tune in as you wish. If you want to talk about specific things during these times on Sundays, please send me messages. We will talk about anything related to health and healing, sustainable living, conscious community building. We will not talk about politics. We will not talk about things that divide us. We will talk about things that no matter what your views in the world, we will talk about things that bring us all together. All of us. All of us. Every single person in the world. The things that we are going to do together here are things that are going to bring us together, create peace, create health for ourselves as individuals and for each other. and I sincerely wish this. My Facebook page was censored the other day because I posted a video from just a magnificent MD. His name is Dr. Cowan. He has an amazing farm in Northern California, is a brilliant doctor, shares in non-controversial ways, and he posted something that resonated with things I have talked about for years, and Facebook didn't shut it down, actually, to their credit, but put a big warning label on it. You know, it's divisive. I don't understand why, from corporate levels to individual levels, all of us are, right now in these tense times, picking sides instead of finding our common ground. I do understand it, actually. Okay, so I get it. I do it sometimes too, but this is a common ground place. The Lotus Way is common ground. It's a place for all of us to connect and grow. So I really want to do that. I want to focus on getting healthy. I've been talking a lot about immunity. I've been talking for years about immunity, and now, obviously, even more relevant than ever. And I will support you individually, and we can talk collectively about building healthy immunity in community. This is so, so important. And so I have written a lot and posted a lot about that, while we all do our best to bring the curve down and keep as few people, as many people as possible out of the hospitals, and support our first responders and our first line of defense healthcare workers who are overwhelmed and inundated right now. And God bless every single one of you. Thank you for your services. And so I'm here on not that front line as a healthcare provider and support for the rest of us. And I want to help all of you stay out of the hospital. That is my job. That's what I want to do. That's what a lot of people at the Lotus Way want to do. So if you are immunocompromised in any way, if you are sitting at home worried about this virus impacting you or your loved ones, but you have not yet ended up in a hospital, please work with me. Please reach out to me. Please, let's do some simple consultations and sessions. If I am not the right fit for you, I will help you find the right people to support you and your family. This is so important. This is what we are about, right? I could not be more sincere in that, and I am sitting in a house of people that I'm pretty sure would get in the front of the camera and tell you if we had not done the work we've done in the last few years, they would be in a very, very different circumstance this week. But we're cool. We're good here. We're great. We're doing good. We have some things to work on because we all have things to work on, right? And I can say this for a lot of my patient students right now. The ones that have been with me for years are doing well. And that includes some people in their 80s who have a lot of immune issues. They're okay right now. And having to take the precautions we need to take, of course. But this is so important, so please reach out if I can support you in that stuff. Now, that's our health. Another part of our health is our homes, the land around our homes, the stores we're choosing to get our groceries from, the places we're choosing to get our foods from. Right?
I got you
the
2 beers.
amount of there you go. The amount of exercise we're doing, the different things in our environments. That's what I got shut down for, talking about 5G technology. So I won't talk too much about that right now. But just what energies are surrounding you. It's really important. This is what makes us healthier or compromises our health. And we can discuss and debate what those things are. But there's some pretty simple things. And so I want this time to be available to share and talk about those things. But and I've given all the basic tools on a few different blogs. I also have been compiling so much research, Chinese medicine research, Western medical research, scientific lab study research, everything from the vaccines being developed to the theories of developing natural herd immunity that I personally hope that that are going to get rolled out in time when appropriate for all of us to build strong immune systems, because this virus is out there. It's not going anywhere. There are other viruses out there, not as serious right now, but they are in circulation, and they have a 36% mortality rate. The hantavirus is out there right now. In China, active cases, people dying, 36% mortality rate. These things are really real in our lives, and they're not going away. We can slow their spread. We can practice good hygiene. We can be healthy and hygienic and careful and conscious and also relaxed. It's so important. Stress compromises the immune system. And so you guys know I'm all about meditation and many practices that help reduce stress. Sitting in the sunshine, getting your vitamin D if you can. This is medicine where I'm sitting right now. So I want to really, really hope that you can take to heart my invitation to connect on an individual level if you feel called. I really hope you will all invite people to join us here and start creating a really cool community experience. I do have Zoom. I'm happy to migrate into a conference call type setting either during this time or around this time so we can get to know each other and really talk and collaborate. The Lotus Way as a foundation, as an organization, developing not only our educational programs, but our other aspects of healthcare support. If any of you want to contribute into those things. Hello, Stacy. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Bless you. I've loved seeing you here on Facebook and connecting in. I really want, we will grow however you guys want to. I'm here to support you. That's it. That's all I'm doing. And I love it. That's all I want to do. So let's co-create this time together. But just by being here connecting together means a lot. So the two main things that we're doing, right, is creating individual health and creating a healthy community. I just want to keep coming around. Today, that was really mostly what I wanted to talk about. If you all have individual questions about what you individually need to do for your immune systems, I want you to contact me. I have put some generic things up that we can all heed. There's a lot of that going around, so I don't want to, I think it's more important, at least my role, is to help you guys individually with stuff. And really, part of that is to help all of us start feeling safe to figuring out how to go forward in the world that feels like we need to go forward in new ways. Both because they are literally implementing laws that require it, and because this time in life is an opportunity for us to do that, and we can actually get psyched about it instead of do it from a place of fear. I want to help you individually look at your individual life. And one of the things I did this week, super cool, with one of my patients, is turned a closet into her meditation space. She has kids, she has a partner, there's no space for mom in the house. That's her own space. We found a closet, and the before and after pictures are awesome. And it is now her little space in her world, her sanctuary, her place that she can go that she barely fits into. But when she goes in there and encases herself in this sweet little cocoon, she has a place to do her practices. This is going to be life-changing for this person. I can't do that with all of you in one group setting, but individually I can look at little ways to make huge changes in each of our lives. And I hope that you will allow me to do that if that is something you need. If not, and you have things to contribute to this community, then do it. Please join us. Tell me how you can help. How can you help me? How can you help us? What do you have to offer? That's what this is about. I'm telling you what I have to offer. I can offer you individual sessions and testaments of people I've worked with for 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, 1 year, that talk about how I've helped them on substantial ways, both create family harmony, sustainable lifestyles, change diets, eliminate fatal addictive patterns in their lives. I've helped people get out of wheelchairs. I've helped 80-year-olds feel 10 years younger than they did when they were 70 years old. Right? And I have a lot of teenagers I've worked with too, who I am quite proud of, and some of them are grown-ups right now and will probably watch this, and I'm watching as their lives grow and they're out there blossoming as amazing people, some of them struggling but I'm still connecting with, and all of them so proud of. I've worked with 4 and 5-year-olds, you know, a few of who've had their butts kicked by some flus and bugs this season, and as my immunology teacher said, this is another thing I want to remind everybody, and it may trigger some people. Healthy people get sick. Kids get sick even more. They're supposed to. Their immune systems are being built and they're being introduced to the bugs of our world. And my immunology teacher would say kids get sick about 4 to 6 times a year. This is what their systems are getting introduced to, new things. They're getting out there and getting in it, and their systems get built up. We have to be careful, right? We all know they need to not get too sick, but they're supposed to get a little sick 4 to 6 times a year. And adults, 2 to 3 times a year. Now, some of us never get sick, and in that population of people that never get sick, there are people who actually are, as long as they're being exposed, and you know you're being exposed to bugs. I'm not talking about right now, by the way, everybody, so please calm down. All of us need to stay away from viruses for the moment. The hospitals are full. We need to be really careful. But in general, in life, outside of this bubble that we need to contain right now, in the world, long term, we need to be able to get sick and recover from bugs. And I started this by saying, I know it's going to trigger you all. Please don't. Everybody knows. I am self-isolating right now. I'm washing my hands every time I touch anything that could have been touched by anybody that has not been living with each other for the last 2 weeks. I'm doing all the things, okay? I am doing all the things. I wear gloves and masks. I haven't gone anywhere where I needed to wear gloves and masks for a long time, but if I did, I would. Right now. But that's just because of my circumstance. We have a lot of healthcare providers and service providers who are, in order to help all of us who are out there exposing themselves to this bug and other bugs every day right now. And when this phase is over and we're all back out there in the world, we're all going to join them. We can join them at another level. First of all, appreciating them at new levels. And second of all, being a little more conscious about how we have been doing things. But please know, we're supposed to get sick. That consciousness is not about over sanitizing ourselves to the point where we don't expose ourselves to anything in the world. It is about getting healthy and strong immune systems and being unbelievably careful when we are around people who do not have strong, healthy immune systems. Does this make sense? Please take it to heart. This is what we're about. Please let me know how I can help you. And if you find yourselves watching this and have watched all the way until now, and you are feeling anxiety, if you are feeling tension, fear, if you are feeling unsure about how to navigate the complete craziness of the world. I've been saying the world is crazy for a long time, and boy, have we reached a new level of that. Please come here on Sundays. Please come here on Wednesdays and lay down or sit down together with us and let me guide a meditation to help us build our energetic mechanisms and our physical mechanisms, our mental, emotional, and spiritual mechanisms. So we're feeling more connected as a community, but we're feeling stronger as individuals, we're feeling more relaxed, less fear. Wisdom will come through that. Clarity of how to navigate life will come from this. If you're still feeling that struggle individually, then that's what individual sessions are for. And that's what I'm here for you for. I will 24/7. All day, every day, as long as I am on this planet. That's all I want to do. I want to love and serve and support. It's why I take care of my health. It's why I'm literally sitting here. I've had so many health issues, y'all. If you're tuning in and you don't know my life story, I did not eat vegetables until I was 21 years old. I had so many autoimmune issues, structural issues, pain issues, emotional, psychological issues. I've worked my ass off, and I give myself a good deal of credit for persevering years to get healthy. Years. It doesn't happen in a few months. Years. And I give so much credit to my teachers, to my healers, to my therapists, to my doctors, who I committed myself to, and they committed themselves to me. And I am healthier than I've ever been in my life. And the only thing that I want to do with this life is to help you do that. So I really sincerely hope you will all let me do that for you. And if there is any way that you all can help me, then bring it on. That's what this community is for. So Sundays are going to be about talking, and I hope it's not going to be so one-sided. I hope that you all will start. I should look. Does anybody else said anything? Michael Johnson, hello, love, mwah, from Washington State. Oh, what a light you are. I cannot believe the quality of people in my world. You guys are literally, if I sit here and close my eyes, and I know this is our first Sunday session, so there's only a few of us live, but I hope that whether it's this session or over the weeks, I just feel us growing. I feel my web. Like I love that no one that chimes in knows each other, but I know all of you, and you're a tribe. You would all love each other so much. And so as other people are out there online doing amazing things right now, we are here, you are here, and I am so in awe and humbled by your magnificence, by the people that I am connected to in this world, by the woman that is sitting behind this camera, that is hosting me in her home with the most generous, loving spirit, and she is alcohol-free, opioid-free, muscle relaxer-free, Advil-free for the first time in over 20-some years. Like, she is a clean, amazing magic vessel, and has allowed me to be this in her life, and then she is like a superwoman in her own right. And that I could say that story about each one of you that is on this string. I'm so in awe and so blessed. Thank you for being a part of my community. Thank you for chiming in today. I thought about talking about certain topics today and important things and this and that, but then I went, this is our first Sunday service. 20 years from now, my hope is that somehow this video will still exist in our worlds, and we'll look at the handful of people that showed up and where I was and where you were and who came along afterwards, and we are a tribe and a community, and we have watched each other connect. We have aligned. We have found ways to flow in our lives more beautifully, and we have all grown, and we will be holding each other through some of us having babies, others dying, others having major healing crises, others having unbelievable successes, maybe some of us coming together to do cool shit with each other. That's what I want. So I just wanted to honor that today and say a little bit about me and my visions and the mission and the Lotus Way. And you guys, because you are the Lotus Way. So as I end this call, this talk, this service, this sangha, this medicine time, I invite you all to, in any ways that you feel called, connect with me and see how we can go deeper into our practices supporting each other. The Lotus Way has a very new board of directors, and we're waiting for the government to give us a 501c3 stamp of approval. We are officially a nonprofit, and that's all groovy and good. I would love for our board of directors and our advisor team to become more robust and evolve to be people who are super active in growing our mission. So as I end today's service, if any of you who are watching, get on our website, our Facebook page, or send me an email if you want to see our mission statements and our articles of incorporate, whatever. I'll share everything with you. Anybody who's sincerely interested in connecting more, I want to do that with you. So there's all the visions, right? The big one is let's hold the world together. It's a big time. Feel this whole global shift happening right now, and that this moment, us, are sitting together in it. Whoever's watching this, in this big global experience, feel it. Right? We'll tap into that. We're participating in it. And then that's the macrocosm. That's the big ecosystem. Then we have each of us individually in our own little ecosystems, right? That's the microcosms. You actually, the most microcosm is right in here, right? You. Then you've got your immediate environment. Then the Lotus Way is this beautiful opportunity for us to kind of create a web between these individuals, our little individual tribes and communities. And if we do that, and if we allow the Lotus Way to grow in a way that supports us, we can support and be a part of that bigger web that reaches out and connects to that big web. And on the most, for me, individual level, as far as one-on-one, I'm here for you as individuals. So however you want to connect, individually connect with each other, meet each other, or with the Lotus Way's missions and visions that will grow as much as this community wants them to grow. I'm in it 24/7. I'm here. I love you. I mean that from every single fiber of my being. And I will support you, and it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. Please take care of yourselves. Please nourish yourselves. Please allow every choice you make with how you communicate, with what you take in, any of your senses, right? What do you listen to? What do you see? What do you smell? What do you taste? What do you feel? Allow these things joyously to be nourishing. There is we don't need to feel we're denying ourselves when we turn away things that don't ultimately serve us, right? The cupcake, whatever, cigarette, if it's alcohol. This is not denial. This is turning away things that don't serve us and inviting the things that serve you, and celebrate that. Take this time to create those kind of environments, to create those kind of relationships. Let's nourish and feed each other through this crazy, crazy time. And whatever happens with our money, with the economy, with our healthcare systems, our education, our nursing homes, our service, all of it. If we all focus on that and connecting and community and our health, we're going to be okay. We're going to find new ways to live. Maybe they're going to be better ways than the ways we were living that kind of got us in this pickle. So let's do it, and let's enjoy it, and let's enjoy each other, and I'm here to celebrate that. Anybody have any last comments or questions? Type them in, send me messages. If there are things you want to talk about week to week, send it to me, and we'll do it. So, however you have been sitting through this, I'm guessing you've been multitasking maybe and listening to me. Maybe you've muted me. But right now I'm going to get in this pose so you can all either join me or see that we're coming to a close and that we're doing so in a sacred way to seal this time that we have together. Wherever you are sitting, feel the place that you are and this place where we're connected. Just take a few breaths into that connection and awareness. Really breathe consciously. Appreciate your full respiratory process. It's like nature knows I'm breathing, the wind got stronger. Feel it. Feel your whole body breathing. Give gratitude for everything that is happening right now. Everything. The hardest stuff. Breathe it in and breathe it out with gratitude. Thank you so much for taking this time to be with me. I love you all. Stay awake and reach out anytime. Okay.